Hey everybody out there in the YouTube world, it's your boy Dutch the Diesel Technician back with another fun tool review. Today we're going to be talking about my metric wrenches. Okay, now these are my metric wrenches that I run all the time in the shop. Now, these are the Craftsman pattern combination wrenches. Now if you notice, these ones have the 4 contact points instead of the normal 2 contact points that a wrench would have. Okay, an open-end wrench would have. And not only does it have the 4 contact points, it has inside, if the camera can get that, this little mechanism right here allows you to ratchet instead of having to keep taking the ratchet off and putting it on and turning the bolt. So you can ratchet just like if you had a ratchet wrench. Okay, so that's Craftsman patent that design. That's their design with the ratchet mechanism in it. Okay, now with this, you got 17 on this end, 19 on this end, 13, 14, 15, 16, and then another 13 and 14. Okay, next up, my new Husky combination wrenches. Okay, on this end, you got the open end. These one, if you notice, have the same 4 contact points as the Craftsman, but without the ratcheting mechanism in the inside. See that? No matching mechanism in the inside. But it's the same cut. That right there dip is what you see. That's the ratchet mechanism. That's the only difference. But yeah. And with this, you have 80% more gripping force on the board. So, and I'm telling you, I use these things on a daggone intake manifold job recently, and I'm telling you, these things grip them bolts like they do not slip. Only way they're gonna slip is if you're doing some foolery. These things don't slip. These are good wrenches. The head, the profile could be a little thinner, but you know, for $50, can't beat it. And that's the thing about when you get tools made in China and Taiwan, they come a little thicker and a little heavier because they have to, compensate with more steel because they're using the cheaper steel. These are very useful wrenches. They work. I have no complaints. Down here, the Husky combination wrench, double boxing offsets. See that? Offsets. And I use these all the time. Especially this 8 and 10 millimeter one. Especially this one when I need to bleed brakes and things of that nature. Battery terminals. Okay. Moving along. Down here we have this long 30 millimeter Craftsman wrench. It's a combination wrench, boxing and opening. Conventional style. 2 contact points. Okay. This is the longest one I have for metric. Then over here we have, this is a Vanachrome Fatcom. This is one of my favorite wrenches. It's 24 millimeters on this end, and then it's 22 millimeters on this end. Now, I just recently used this, but I use this a lot when I'm doing rack and pinions because the rack and pinions have these big 24 millimeter bolts that go through the frame of the car underneath. And it's a bolt that passes through a nut, so you can hold the nut on this side, take your impact, put it on the other side, run your bolt off. So that's what I use this for a lot. And they come in 24 millimeter and 22 millimeter nuts on those frames for those rack and pinions. So this, I can flip it either way. This is made in France. Okay, down here we have my 22 millimeter Husky wrench. Now all of these, these are all Husky wrenches, but this is not a set. I actually bought all of these individually for at different periods of time, and it just came out to like a set. So all the same kind of wrenches. Husky. Yeah, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14 millimeter. The 14 has the ratchet mechanism because I use this one the most. 13, 12, and then you have the 10, the 9, the 7, and the 6. Oh, this 6 is not a Husky though. This 6 is a Vanachrome Hyper Tough. Excuse me. Okay, now moving along down here. I have no complaint. Oh, I have really no complaints with this Husky set, by the way. I moved away too quickly without explaining this set. This set, now, the thing about this versus Matco or Snap-on set, the only thing, right, this is actually a Craftsman. Wow, by the way. But the only thing is, if you would have a Matco or if you would have a Snap-on or something like that, it would probably be lighter in weight in the head. The profile would probably be a little thinner, give you more access. But all in all, tough wrench. They don't bend, they don't break, so I use them every day. Now this one that I picked up, thought it was Husky, but this is a Craftsman. And the same thing with this, is a little heavy. If this was a Matco or Snap-on USA made, the USA made ones, it would probably be a little lighter and a little thinner at the head here. But very good set though. I don't got no complaints. This is the gear wrench, stubby ratcheting set. Okay, now I have a 15, 14, and 11 and 12. I lost my 13. I was very upset about that. Now I got to replace it. I hate losing tools, but these are the gear wrench ones. Ratchet and stubbies. These come in handy. Okay, over here you have a Snap-on 18 millimeter and a 19 millimeter. This is the real Snap-on. No game, USA made. These are the ones I like. USA made stuff. Very lightweight. Nice profile at the head. Nice made. This is the 19s. USA made. Over here, we have two more Snap-on wrenches. I got these ones. I use these sizes a lot. 18, 19, 11, and 10. I use these a lot. Okay, this is the 11 millimeter. Lightweight. It don't even feel like nothing's in your hand. It's so light. USA. 10 millimeter. You know I had to have a 10. Lightweight. Thin head. All set. Box in. USA made. And then I have a, what is this, a Mastercraft, 8 millimeter. Titan, 10 millimeter, ratcheting. Kind of use 12 a lot, so got the ratchet for that. 13, I'm going to get a ratcheting one for that. No, actually I already have one up here. Just not in that conventional style, but I have one here already that I actually use a lot. 15, but these are Craftsman USA, just the good stuff. These are the old style Craftsman ones, the USA made ones. The 15, I use this a lot. 15 millimeter. This is a right tool, very lightweight, very professional quality tool. This is like one of the best wrenches that I have. USA made. Look at the finish on this thing, it's beautiful. This floppy Craftsman, it's pathetic. But it got the ratcheting in on it, so I'll be using it. Let me get another one. Number 17. Last but not least, this is my bionic wrench. If you look at that, made in USA. And this is for like if I need to hold on to something while I run a ball out with the impact or something. I'll grab this and hold on to it. If I got the space, you see how wide these handles is, so you know you ain't getting them in too many spots, but good tool, bionic wrench. So that was my my wrenches, and this was the metric edition. I'm Dusty D's the Technician. Thanks for watching.